Hey everyone, it's Carissa at Sprinkled with Glitter. Thanks for joining me today. Today I am sharing a really easy card that you can use for any kind of love occasion, Valentine's especially. And I am featuring a custom sentiment that I created with my DYMO label maker, but later on in the video, I'm going to share some other ideas for creating your own custom sentiments for handmade cards as well. I am starting out with this My Favorite Things Let's Stick Together stamp set. It's got these adorable cacti, and I tend to gravitate towards anything Birdie brown that My Favorite Things put out. So I went ahead and purchased the stamp and coordinating die set, and I've arranged several of the cacti here on my Mini Misty, and I'm going to stamp them in some Gina Obsidian Amalgam ink. Now I chose this ink because it stamps nice and dark, rich black lines, and also it's Copic safe. So I know that I can use this ink actually with my watercolors, with my colored pencils, with my Copic markers, and everything's gonna be perfect. So this is one that I've actually started using for sentiments as well because the Obsidian does create such a nice, dark, rich black line. So once I've stamped these onto some Neenah Solar White Heavyweight cardstock, I've colored them with my Copic markers, and I'm going to line up the coordinating dies that are sold separately, and I'm going to hold them in place with some Thermoweb purple tape. And once I've done that, I will run them through my Gemini Junior die cutting machine to die cut these images out. Now, I do want to say a couple of things. I apologize for my voice. I'm a little under the weather, so it sounds a little nasally more than usual. And also, I forgot to adjust the exposure on my camera before I started filming. So this does have a little change in the lighting throughout this video. So I apologize for that. So once I have my images die cut, I'm going to take this radiating background. This is from Pinkfresh Studio, and I am going to die cut some Neenah Solar White cardstock, and it's creating this kind of radiating background. I think this is absolutely beautiful. It gives a lot of texture to this very clean and simple card. And then I will prepare my card base. This is made from Neenah Solar White Heavyweight cardstock. It's cut to 4 1/4 by 11 inches, and then I've scored it at 5 1/2 inches with my Teflon bone folder and just folded that in half to create my card base. Now to add a little bit more color to this card base, I am using my Stamp Market blending brush and some Catherine Pooler ink here, as well as some Stamp Market ink to create a colorful kind of sunset-like background. I'm using a yellow and a pink, and when yellow and pink blend together, they make a really beautiful orangey color. Now I'm also going to do a little bit of ink blending on this die cut panel as well, just to kind of bring that on to this die cut, and it looks almost like the color is coming through those little slits in the radiating background. Now I'm using my old school DYMO label maker to create a custom sentiment for this card. And I really want to encourage you that if you have a stamp set that you love the images, but you're not finding the sentiment that you really want, create your own sentiment strips. And you can do this with a DYMO label maker. You can do it with a little typewriter. I happen to love creating my own custom sentiments with my We Are Memory Keepers typewriter. You can also print sentiments on your computer, or you can use alphabet stamps or dies to create your own sentiments as well. So don't allow yourself to be limited by what's in the stamp set itself. There are ways to create your own custom sentiments and create a card that says exactly what you want it to say. Now I did die cut a heart here and did some ink blending on it. I didn't actually end up using this heart, but this would be a great addition to this card as well. This heart is from the High Five die set from Essentials by Ellen. I'm just blending on that bubblegum ink once again from the Stamp Market. Now, all of my items today are going to be adhered to my card base using a little bit of foam adhesive. If you want to cut down on the amount of bulk on your card because you're planning on mailing it, you can definitely skip the foam adhesive, but if you know me, you know my motto is I like big cards and I cannot lie. So any chance there is for me to use a little bit of foam adhesive, I'm going to take it. Now, I wasn't really sure if my card felt complete or not, so I am kind of killing a little bit of time and adding some details that I knew I wanted to add. I added a little bit of tonic aqua shimmer pen to my cacti and also to that blended background on my card base. And then I'm going to start adhering all of the things that I've already placed some foam adhesive on the back of. So I started with my panel here onto my card base. And then I'll adhere my die cut image here that's been colored. And I will share the colors of Copic markers that I used over on my blog. So if you're curious what Copic markers I use, be sure to check my blog. It will be linked below here on YouTube. Now for the Stuck on You sentiment, I actually added some foam adhesive behind this as well. So I just removed the backer that's on the back of this DYMO label tape and added some foam adhesive. And to finish off my card, I am just adding a couple of die cut vellum clouds. I used the Hero Arts Nesting Clouds dies for this. And I used a little bit of the Gina Cake Connect glue to adhere these right over that die cut opening there. And actually, this glue did not show at all, so I was pleasantly surprised. Now, the final embellishment that I added are some HAI Supply enamel hearts. I actually used these in the previous card that I created and posted here on YouTube. And I think these are perfect for Valentine's Day, but really for any time of the year because, you know, you can always say I love you. As always, I will have links to the featured supplies used in this project in the description at YouTube. But if you want a full list of supplies or to see more still shots and more information, be sure you head on over to my blog at sprinkledwithglitter.com. I will have it linked below in the YouTube description. As always, thanks for stopping by and spending time with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on the notifications so you won't miss any of my paper crafting and card making video tutorials here. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, I hope you have a fabulous day. Hey, thanks for sticking around to the very end. You know, if you've made it this far, you are one of my favorites. To subscribe to my channel, go ahead and click the button on the left side of the screen. And here's a couple more video tutorials I thought you might enjoy.